Yes, the QC is an organization which was created in effect by a handful of faculty. It was created as an initiative within the College of Arts and Sciences.
To look for kinds of energy that are bubbling up and to try to connect people and try to make things happen. Big picture of the QC is community. That's what we're all about.
You know, we look for folks with that spark. We look for graduate students in terms of our QC fellows that have a strong technical base, of course.
We're collecting data all the time, and so I'm just really interested in how we understand that data, which is what got me interested in statistics. Some of the statistical methodology, like the clustering problem, is very relevant in an area such as maybe politics.
I enjoy looking at things that nobody else has looked at, tons of data that you can go after if you will just look for it.
When you see energy bubbling up somewhere else, you want to make it generate further energy.
The primary goal of the Quantitative Collaborative is to strengthen our international reputation and profile in the quantitative social sciences.
It's really interesting how social scientists approach science. They ask a lot of questions that are really connected to questions of inference. They don't just ask about whether a methodology works.
As a statistician, what I do mainly is develop methodologies. And so right now I'm developing clustering methodology.
Sometimes you'll see statisticians debate issues that are really issues of philosophy of science.
I'd argue we've learned as much in the last 10 or 15 years about how to structure causal inferences in the social sciences as has been known in the previous 200 or 300 years of history. It's a very exciting time.
Sources of knowledge, where do the data come from? What's the character of that knowledge that the data come from? And that's very relevant to my own interest in statistical inference.
As a grad student, it's kind of easy to hone in on your own department and stay in your office all the time. So I hope this is an opportunity for me to just see what other students are working on around the university and sort of share ideas and share experiences.
We encourage interactions between faculty and students, and we really want to create a sense of community there. And bringing in new ideas, we want to exchange ideas between the two of us to see if, hey, are we working on the same thing, but we're just calling it something different? And I think that very interchange could also happen in interactions between social scientists and physical scientists.
You know, we're very much an interdisciplinary organization. I think the fact of that interdisciplinarity means that, you know, there is sort of an iconoclastic edge to what we do. We have scholars from across the board in the College of Arts and Sciences, in economics, politics, psychology, sociology, statistics.
The signal to those students and faculty that the university is supporting their efforts, and it sends a signal to the outside world that real things are happening at UVA in the quantitative social sciences.
This is an important contribution to the slow process of building an international reputation.
We blasted down some walls, gave the building a new front door, and then started to talk about what it could be. We came and talked with a lot of emerging programs and initiatives on the grounds and thought, you know, if we put all of these emerging initiatives or some of them together in various hoppers, what does that energy do?
The QC is going to be part of this larger hub of innovation of new centers and initiatives.
One of the things about the QC that incentivizes creativity, or gives it a nudge at least, is the fact that we are first and foremost an interdisciplinary operation. You know, sometimes we are bucking up against the grain a little bit in terms of perceived disciplinary norms. But I think that pushes us to be better, right? So it's not that it pushes us just to be different for the sake of being different. I'd like to believe that, you know, our QC scholars and our QC fellows represent what's best in each of the disciplines.